Microsoft is on the brink of revolutionizing productivity with its fresh array of AI tools and features slated for integration across Windows, Edge, Bing, and Microsoft 365 under the umbrella of Microsoft Copilot. In this video, we will explore these tools and show you how to leverage them to boost your productivity. This is AI Innovations, my name is Blaž, and let's dive right in. The new AI endeavor by Microsoft is called Microsoft Copilot, which I'll also be referring to as just Copilot. It is designed to seamlessly integrate web data with your PC activities to provide you with the best possible assistance. The preview version of Copilot was released on September 26th for Windows 11, and it'll soon be available on Bing, Edge, and Microsoft 365 Copilot this fall. Kicking off with Windows 11 first, it's gearing up to roll over 150 new features in its upcoming update, marking it as one of Microsoft's most ambitious releases to date. It'll integrate AI into popular apps like Paint, Photos, and Clipchamp, and will also have the ability to connect with various other third-party apps like Spotify, which was demonstrated in the trailer. To access Copilot on Windows, just click on the icon in the taskbar or use the convenient Windows+C keyboard shortcut. This brings up the Copilot interface on the right side of the screen. A nice touch is that it doesn't cover up any active windows. Instead, it aligns them to the Copilot window. The Copilot interface might look familiar if you've used Bing Chat before. It has the same three basic settings: creative, balanced, and precise. These settings determine the style in which Copilot responds to your prompts. Copilot supports voice input, which means that you can use a microphone to record your voice and it will respond to it as if you wrote your prompt out by hand. It can also respond with its own voice. In essence, interacting with Copilot feels like having a conversation with Bing Chat. But while Microsoft demonstrated that Copilot can connect with other Windows and third-party apps, early testers have encountered difficulties unlocking this functionality. A great video by MattVidPro AI highlighted some of the issues with this tool, such as the need for an extra click to confirm simple tasks like opening a Windows app or enabling dark mode. This is really disappointing, as it seems somewhat condescending towards the user. I mean, what could possibly go wrong if a user accidentally activated dark mode? I really hope they address this soon, or at least make it optional, because it can be frustrating for users. Right now, this takes longer than clicking your way to any of these options. Another issue cropping up is that sometimes an app doesn't turn on even if you click yes. Windows settings are also giving it problems as it struggles to make sense of them and often gives you invalid solutions to your problems. Despite these challenges, there are tons of promising features to look forward to. Remember, this was just a preview, and I'm hopeful Microsoft will manage to make significant improvements before shipping the full release. I do still wish they fleshed it out a bit more before previewing it. Now that we've explored the features coming to Windows 11, let's zoom in on some app-specific features that Microsoft is rolling out, starting with Microsoft Paint. Microsoft Paint is upping its game with the introduction of a background removal tool, layers, and a preview of what they call Co-Creator, which integrates OpenAI's DALL-E 3 image generative AI into the app. They demonstrated that it can generate a background for you based on your description. But I suspect it works similarly to Photoshop's generative fill, where you select an area that you want the AI to change while maintaining the overall image. The current version is still somewhat limited, as you can't add a PNG over an existing background layer, but I'm sure that will be addressed. I do wonder how far Microsoft plans to take Paint. Personally, I haven't come across anyone using Paint for any compelling use cases. If you know of any, please let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Your support really helps me grow the channel and create higher quality and informative videos for all of you. Anyway, Co-Creator and background removal will come with 50 free credits, and each use will cost 1 credit. The full monetization details are yet to be disclosed. Co-Creator filters content, not based on public consensus, but according to Microsoft's own standards like human dignity, diversity, and inclusion. Currently, it's only available in the US, France, UK, Australia, Canada, Italy, and Germany. It has a waitlist and only supports the English language. Photos is also getting a few features, like the background blur tool that will make the subject stand out by automatically finding the background in the image and blurring it, with either a simple click or a handy brush tool for finer control. Microsoft has also enhanced OneDrive's search functionality, allowing you to locate photos by content or location. Moving on, Windows File Explorer is also getting some love, with a redesigned header and a new details pane. The homepage also sports a fresh new look, complete with a recommended files section that leverages AI to predict the files that you're likely to need. Note that this feature is exclusive to Azure Active Directory users. There's also a new gallery page for viewing and managing images. The Snipping tool will now allow you to copy all of the text from the image onto your clipboard. You'll also be able to protect any sensitive information by hiding emails and phone numbers. It will now also work as a screen recorder with sound capture. That's both audio from your PC and your microphone audio. Notepad will now automatically save your session state, which will allow you to close the Notepad without it interrupting you with a save dialog. When you open it back up, all of the previous open tabs and unsaved content will be restored. Just make sure you have the option enabled in the settings. The new Outlook for Windows app will let you connect your email accounts like Gmail, Yahoo, and iCloud. Using built-in AI tools, it will assist you in writing clear and concise emails in your own chosen style and easily attach documents and photos from OneDrive and other Office web apps. Unlike the standard Outlook app, this version is free to download from the Microsoft Store on Windows 11, but access to the AI writing assistant will require a Microsoft 365 subscription. One other thing to note is that the free version will have ads in it, unfortunately. To access these AI features, you'll need to pay $70 annually or $7 monthly, which honestly doesn't sound too bad if you'll actually be using these features on a daily basis. The Microsoft 365 subscription includes all the standard Microsoft apps as well and offers better security for OneDrive and your devices. They also have a separate offering for businesses. The video editing app Clipchamp is getting an AI autocompose feature. Clipchamp will understand the visuals, audio, and story in your videos and will decide on the best way to edit it and make it an engaging video. You can generate slideshows, montage videos, and short videos in 1080p. To use the tool, you simply log into Clipchamp, click the Create a Video with AI button, add your media, and click Get Started. Then you need to apply a style to the video. This works by rating each style with a thumbs up or thumbs down, or letting the AI choose the best style for your video. After, you set the aspect ratio, length, and the background music. Lastly, you can preview the video before saving. If it's not up to par, click Create a New Version to generate an alternative. Autocompose will even suggest different video layouts like split screen and video effects like transitions and stickers. You can of course continue editing the AI-generated video if you want more personal control over it. There are a few other powerful AI features coming to Clipchamp. You can make voiceover with the text-to-speech model, which supports 400 lifelike voices in various languages, and you can customize their style, pitch, and tone. The subtitle generator will transcribe your audio regardless of dialect or accent. You can also download the transcribed subtitles. The new AI-based speaker coach enhances your speaking skills and video presentations by offering real-time feedback during screen recording within Clipchamp. This feature identifies filler words, flags repetitive language, and critiques the pitch, pace, and intonation of your speech. Right now, you can access all of these cool Clipchamp features for free online. Which AI-enhanced app are you most excited to try on Windows 11 and why? I'm curious to hear your take. That's about all the new notable features for Windows 11. Let's move on and take a look at how they're improving Microsoft Edge and Bing. First, Bing Chat has been updated to offer personalized answers derived from your search and chat history. For instance, if you've been tracking your favorite soccer team through Bing and you plan a trip, Bing Chat will notify you if your team has a game at your travel destination. Bing Chat can now also generate images via DALL-E 3 at no extra charge and supports image uploads for analysis. Any images you generate will have what they call content credentials burned into it, which is basically a digital watermark and includes the time and date of creation. They say they're bringing this to Paint and Microsoft Designer as well. Now there is one feature they've implemented so far that really stands out, and that is the automatic content recognition in Microsoft Edge. If enabled in the settings, Copilot can extract information from web pages, allowing you to seamlessly summarize news articles without having to copy and paste them into the Copilot chat interface. This saves a lot of time and potential clutter since you won't be accidentally copying any unwanted part of the website like ads into the chat. Be warned though, it might still pick up on some ads. Note that it can't actually interact with the web page. It can only read its contents. I wonder if it can solve CAPTCHAs for you. Bing can also assist you with shopping. When trying to get information on an item, it'll first learn by asking you additional questions and then using that information to provide tailored recommendations. Microsoft assures us that we can trust them to get the best price and explains that Microsoft Edge users have been offered more than $4 billion in savings in the last year, where the average US shopper can expect to save an average of $400 a year. The way Microsoft Shopping works is that it can provide you with a buying guide for select product categories. The example they showed was with college supplies, but I couldn't get it to make me any other buying guides. The guide tells you what type of products to look for in a given category, offers specific product suggestions, and compares similar items next to each other in a smart compare table. This way, you don't have to click through multiple websites to compare products. The guide is also accessible in the sidebar on Microsoft Edge. When viewing an item in the Edge shopping page, you can ask it what to look for in an item and summarize the reviews for it. If you ask it for the best price, it'll list the price, coupons, and cashback at all the different supported retailers. Once you're on the product page, Bing will show you how the price has moved in the past weeks, so you know if it's a good time to buy or worth waiting. You will also get a list of all coupons other users have submitted, and Bing can automatically try and see if they work at the checkout. It doesn't stop there, however. Even after you purchase an item, Bing will track its price, and if it falls, you'll be able to request a price match for it. I'll be honest, I didn't even know price matching after a purchase was a thing. Currently, Microsoft has only partnered with top US retailers with existing price match policies, but will add more later. Microsoft also mentions that you'll soon be able to use a photo or image as the starting point for shopping. Do you think AI-guided shopping can actually save you money or get you higher quality products? Have you tried this tool out yet? Share your experience below. Next up, Microsoft 365 is getting its own version of Copilot, which will become available for Microsoft 365 Enterprise users on November 1st. There's a lot to unpack here, but let's clear up some terms because Microsoft has a very strange tendency to make all of their products sound similar. Copilot is the word used to describe the AI chat interface that's built into Windows, the Edge Bing sidebar, and Microsoft 365. The Windows and Bing Copilots will be completely free for all users. If you decide to spend an extra $5, you will get the Bing Chat Enterprise, which offers additional commercial data protection intended for businesses and no additional features as far as I can tell. Microsoft 365 Copilot will cost businesses $30 per user per month. The catch is, this is on top of the amount the business is already paying for the Microsoft 365 Enterprise offering, which has a monthly cost of anywhere from $8 to $57 per user. Microsoft 365 is not to be confused with Office 365, which is a different product, or well, used to be anyway. Microsoft doesn't make it any easier to understand just what the difference is. Thankfully, an article on Nbold clears things up somewhat. Office 365 used to be the package that had all the popular Microsoft Office apps like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Then they released Microsoft 365, which included Office 365 and Windows, and was subscription-based, but in 2020, they rebranded all of their Office products into Microsoft 365, which contains all of the apps and more, but doesn't seem to include Windows anymore. Some of the confusion still remains though, because looking at their offerings, you still have packages called Office 365 available for businesses, and for some reason there's a listing for something called Microsoft 365 Apps for Enterprise as one of its offerings. I hope I managed to clear at least some things up. Anyway, it's currently unclear if Copilot will be available for home use, as they've only mentioned it'll be available for the enterprise tiers of Microsoft 365, which is unfortunate. So what does Microsoft 365 Copilot actually offer? Well, actually, it's an incredibly powerful tool. The main new addition is the Microsoft 365 Chat, which uses Copilot to comb through all of your company data, like emails, meetings, chats, documents, the web, and more, to help you solve problems and increase your productivity. It understands your roles, priorities, and work processes. It's integrated into all of the Microsoft 365 apps and looks similar to the Copilot sidebar in Windows and Edge. It can even be integrated into third-party apps you run at your business. They also introduced Copilot Lab, which is a database of useful prompts and a platform where you can share prompts with your colleagues and improve upon them. Let's go over some of the examples they gave for what Copilot can do with the larger apps. In Outlook, it'll help you by summarizing an email or a whole email thread to get key information and annotations that will help you jump to the source of the summarized content. It will suggest action items, replies, and follow-up meetings. When using it to write an email, it can mimic your unique writing style and voice. A really cool feature is when you can't make it to a Teams meeting, you can choose to follow it. The meeting attendees will get a prompt to record the meeting for any people that are following it, and Copilot will send the absent employee the recording, but can also produce a summary of the meeting or inform you what assignments you might have gotten. In Microsoft Word, you can use Copilot to summarize any document to get up to speed or share it as a recap. It'll apparently deliver a more in-depth bulleted summary with all the needed information. If you ask Copilot to rewrite a paragraph, you will get a list of options to choose from and then adjust the tone of writing to be more neutral, casual, or professional. You can generate a table and then make small adjustments to the table. If necessary, it'll generate images for you based on your prompt inside of Word. In Microsoft Excel, you'll be open to much faster and better data analysis and visualization. Copilot will help you analyze, format, and edit your data by telling it to add a formula column, prompting it to, for example, make all cells red where the value is under 1000, filter and sort your data, and ask questions. You can also use Copilot to create charts, which can include forecasts with the addition of Python to Excel. They also go over some use cases in Loop, OneNote, and Stream, which I won't be covering for the sake of time, but you can read about them in the link in the description. The real star of the show, however, is the business chat which Copilot brings to the table. Microsoft promises that it will harness massive reservoirs of data and insights that lie largely inaccessible and untapped today. Specifically, it will access your documents, emails, calendars, chats, meetings, contacts, and other business data. You will be able to access it from Microsoft365.com, Bing when signed in with your work account, or from Microsoft Teams. With it, you can have it write a summary for your team about a meeting you had with a client, or ask it about any news on a project while you were absent. You can also ask it to collect any open points on a project to prepare for a meeting. With these new Copilot features in Microsoft 365, do you think the subscription cost is justified? I mean, the highest tier will cost you $87 per user per month. Let's discuss it in the comments below. Okay, now I think that's a lot of information to process. We saw some really powerful tools and Microsoft is really stepping up their game. I'll be honest, one reason this video took a bit longer to roll out was that I got so excited by all these tools I was researching that I was compelled to upgrade to Windows 11. And by the way, I've been trying out Microsoft Edge, which has definitely grown from the browser it used to be, and I'll be using it for research. Besides the Copilot I mentioned, it has various tools in the sidebar like a translator, a dictionary for definitions, a unit converter, and even a calculator. There's also an immersive reader mode which removes all the ads and clutter from a website so you can read it in peace. Last but not least, there's now a split screen feature where you can have two tabs open at once, and if you click a link on one side, it'll open it on the other side. Anyway guys, how do you envision yourself using these tools in your personal and work life? I'd be interested in discussing the possibilities with you guys in the comments. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you enjoyed it. You can watch my latest video by clicking on the link on screen now. You can also check out the other video YouTube thinks you might like. Thank you for tuning in, my name is Blaž and this is AI Innovations.